Kadarius Toney was the wide receiver 8 in targets per route run in 2021. When we're thinking of comps for Kadarius Toney, I'm thinking of slot receiver, playing about 40% of your snaps in the slot, leads the team in targets, below average offense, round 1, 2 pedigree. Toney was the end of the second round. He's younger, faster. Jarvis Landry. Toney is the pass catcher you want in this New York Giants offense for 2022, and he only played 10 games, and only 7 of those 10 were above 30% snap share. The weeks Toney played more than 30% snaps, weeks 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 11, and 16. Now, weeks 5 and 6, Kadarius Toney sprained his ankle and ended up missing 2 games. We know recovery to full level production from ankle sprains, not the same timeline as recovery to gameplay. So it takes longer for a player to regain 100% of their fantasy outcome compared to just getting back onto the field. And Toney re-aggravated his ankle injury, which caused him to miss week 7. It's quite common for a player's production to struggle right after they come back from these ankle sprains. But after his week 10 bye, which was 4 weeks removed from the ankle sprain, Toney earned targets in a big way. In week 11, coming off the bye and healed from the ankle injury, the Giants had a pretty full complement of weapons. They had Saquon Barkley, they had Daniel Jones, they had Kenny Golladay, they had Darius Slayton, they had Evan Engram. So there was opportunity in the slot for Kadarius Toney. But the target leader of this game, not Kenny Golladay, not Evan Engram, not Darius Slayton or Saquon Barkley, it was Kadarius Toney. And Toney played the fewest snaps of them all, and he still earned the most targets. Toney gobbled up 12 targets, 2 of them being red zone targets, and turned that into 7 receptions on only 26 routes. If you're doing the math in your head, that's like 6 out of 13, almost half of his routes that he ran ended up he being targeted on them. But he suffered a quad contusion and an oblique strain. So he was poised to miss some games, and then he was placed in the COVID list. And all of those reasons, he was out until week 16. But upon his return, week 16, Kadarius Toney earned 9 more targets on only 26 routes. That's over a 33% targets per routes. So, and that was only on 48% snap share. He only ran 26 routes on 48% snap share. Again, he left this contest early, but not related to any of the other injuries. This was a shoulder strain that he left week 16 with. If there's an injury discount on Kadarius Toney, he's a buy this offseason. These injuries are not related. He will be fully healthy. The ankle, the oblique, the contusion, the shoulder, they're all unrelated, except for the 2 ankle sprains, which he re-aggravated, which he shouldn't have been out. The coaching staff for the Giants was suspicious at about like week 5 or 6 of trying to get their players back out there. If you remember, Daniel Jones, week 5, left with a concussion and was pushed back out the next week, week 6, and Jones threw 3 of his 7 interceptions on the season in that one game. But nevertheless, we have a new coaching staff in New York. But last year in 2021, Kadarius Toney earned a 16.2% target share, despite only playing 48.1% of snaps on the season. And that's why this context matters. A 16% target share on only 48% of snaps. He ranked as wide receiver 16 in yards per route run, wide receiver 21 in target separation. He played really well with his limited snaps. He was explosive when he was healthy. And when he was healthy, the coaches fed him touches. Remember, he was wide receiver 8. How he began this video, he was wide receiver 8 in targets per route run. So when he's out there running routes, they want to throw him the ball. They want to get it to him. He could be a faster Jamison Crowder, a faster Cole Beasley. He could earn 20+% target share. Cole Beasley's earned about 23% target share each of the last 3 seasons. with first-round pedigree, a new head coach. Look, we're talking Jarvis Landry, Keenan Allen, Stephon Diggs type target shares. I'm not saying that he's that elite of a player. But what I am saying is that in an offense that I think is going to funnel down a little bit more. We saw Dante Pettis get some run. We saw John Ross get some run. The reality is that if Kadarius Toney is on the field, he's going to get a 20 to 25% target share plus. Now, Kenny Golladay may have some of the deep targets, but the Giants are going to scheme. And that's why I wanted to use the Stephon Diggs comp, not because of Diggs' talent versus Kadarius Toney's talent, but because in year 1 and year 2 of the Buffalo Bills offense, the main target getter in the offense was Stephon Diggs. So that's what the comp I want you to take away is that Kadarius Toney is going to get a lot of targets. The Giants offense was actually like middle of the pack when all of their starters were healthy and on the field. Daniel Jones was a high-end QB2 when all of his weapons were out on the field. So if you can get Kadarius Toney, if there's concerns about Toney about his injuries or he's injury prone, take advantage of that. That's an edge. Kadarius Toney's most likely going to lead the New York Giants in target share. As long as he stays healthy, he's going to be the target leader for the Giants offense in 2022.